Here we go, and good evening, everyone, and welcome to Silverstone, the home of motorsport. It's been a while, but we are back. It's been a week off for everyone, so I hope everyone had a good rest. And we're back for the last stint of the season 2, which will be 11 races left. So we're halfway through the season, with 11 races still to go. This week we're obviously visiting Silverstone. Next week we will be visiting Hungary. And then the week after that will be Belgium. So it looks like clear sunny skies here in the UK. Normally this track is known for lots of rain, but definitely looking like it is going to be dry today. So full qualifying tonight, 14 drivers in the session. And we will have a look, and it seems like everyone's going out at the moment. So let's just see who's on track. There we go. So we've got the Alpha Tauri of Chucky already out. He's had a really good run so far. Him and his teammate Cool had a really good race. Pardon me, in Austria. Both of them ending up on the podium. Cool just nudging his teammate there, Chucky 698, to put him for second. And Red Fury, obviously McLaren, a regular visitor to the commentary box at the moment. So all already set to go, 16 minutes left, and we've got 15 drivers, not 14, apologies for that. So 15 drivers here in Silverstone, probably one of the most well-known tracks around the world. A lot of corners, you've got Maggots, Beckett's, you've got Cops. Yeah, definitely the track with the most well-known corners, I think, in Formula 1. So we're looking forward to see the guys. So definitely in this session we will not lose anyone because it's only 15 drivers. So it's really just to set the time up, get a banker lap in, see how the car behaves, and move on to Q2. So we will not lose anyone in this session. The heat will be on in Q2 and we will lose 5 drivers if everything goes according to plan. And we're still waiting for, I think Chucky will be the first one to set us the time. Yeah, he's going to start his hot lap now. So let's just get on board with him nicely through there, into nice traction over there, keep the car nice and steady. So we are currently on board. Oh, loses a bit of it. That's normally a flat out corner in time trial. Battling a little bit to get the grip here. Track maybe a little bit still green, down to fifth. A little bit late on the throttle there, coming out of it. Right, as he goes through club corner here, onto the start-finish straight. It gives him a 128.4, definitely not the best, I would think. And then, but he's going to have another go at it. Just see him going to Abbey there. Couple looks very nicely hooked up in Sector 1. We're just going to follow him around and see. Currently, Fairberta with a 127.111 provisional pole, or first place for Q1. And as he goes down to the hanger straight, we'll see how he goes through Chapel and pardon me. So let's see how this fares for him. So that was, let's see how he goes through in Sector 2. Much better than what he did in his previous flying lap. So there's definitely going to be a couple of tenths up in Sector 2 here. Yeah, a full 1.3 seconds faster, so that's a much better time by Chucky. That will definitely dip him into the low or the high 127s. And as we've seen, the softs really can do a couple of laps. You don't necessarily need to have your first sector pinned. You can really, nice screenshot there by Codemaster, yeah. And there you can see a high 126, so 126.985, very good lap there by Chuck Lafia Buerta, 127.111, Wezo in fourth at the moment, 127.5, and then we've got Torment on a 127.6, he's in sector 3 at the moment, it looks like he had another go at it, so let's just follow him around and see what the Red Bull team can do. Torment Kills obviously leading the World Championship at the moment, halfway through the season. It's invalidated this lap, so he's probably going to have another go. Alright, and he's going to have another go at this invalidated that lap of his. Super Deer 125.6, currently in first position in Q1, just over 11 minutes left. Let's just see what Torment Kills in the Red Bull can get up to in Sector 1. Two tenths up for Torment there. That will make him look at a 127.4. That will pip Wezo. And I'm pretty sure you can get it hooked up and pip here Buerta on third. But let's have a look at his sector 2 times. Remember, this is not for any bragging rights. This is purely just to get through to Q2. Currently Ron, currently Torment, yes, in 6th position, Ron in 7th, Sean is Electronics at in 8th, and we're still waiting for Top Dog to keep the time up. There we go, 126.858, 3/4 of a second faster than what he was, so that drops him into 2nd position, so Red Bull lockout at the moment, 1st and 2nd. Guys who yet to set the time is Top Dog, he's in a Ferrari, so Zero to Cool going out on a 135.429 on the mediums. Just maybe seeing what the mediums can do, maybe just a banker lap that. Top Dog currently in sector 3. Let's see if what he can get up to. That's going to be 126.2. A really good lap by him, puts him up into 2nd, provisional 2nd for now as the guy's starting to retire. Just going through the list here, Low, he's currently on track, he's on an out lap. Red Fury just started his lap, let's have a look at his sector 1, if we can see some purple sectors coming up. So Red Fury, obviously our winner 2 weeks ago, and that's a purple sector in sector 1, 2 weeks ago in Austria. The winner there, very eventful race in Austria, so he managed to secure the win there and actually put himself into 2nd position in the World Championship, leading Torment, or just trailing Torment Kills by a couple of points. Going through sector 2, this is his first lap, so there's nothing to compare it to, but he did have a purple sector in sector 1. Let's have a look at sector 2 and see if we can replicate that. Really looks smooth all the way through. Yeah, purple sector 2. That's very nicely done by him. Goes into Stowe. There we go. And then next up will be Vale and Club. Let's see if we can get through this nicely. Yeah, car looks nicely ripped up. Touch this apex here. There we go. That's a 126.4. So I lost a little bit of time in, actually lost a lot of time in the final sector, but that's good enough for provisional 3rd. That's enough to take him through. Titus at the moment is on track. He's on an out lap. Low is in sector 2, a 103.459. His teammate in the half, Thea Buerta, he's currently in 7th. So a good showing here by the Red Bulls, 1st and 4th, and then Ferrari of Top Dog for Sun and Red Fury. And then the Alpha Towers of Chucky is in fifth at the moment. Let's see where this puts him. Yeah, that's a good enough time. That gives him 9 to 1:27.6. Really good time there by Low. Low 95, very good time by him. 0 to Cool, obviously putting in his time there just on the mediums. And that's basically it. So Tight is the only one left on track. Let's see what he does in Sector 1. He is in the Renault. Aiden Nason, his teammate, is also here tonight. He's currently in 12th. Just put a banker lap on, maybe a 150.7, just to get through it. Not sure what the weather will do in the race, but these times look very competitive at the moment. So Bonita's saying, how's it Bonita? Wow, you always follow the stream. Bonita, thank you so much. I think you're our only viewer sometimes, which is not great from our side. We need to do some work around that, but at least we've got one dedicated viewer. So Bonita, how's it? Plenty of how's there to Mkharab and France. I know they're racing tonight, I think somewhere else. So hopefully it's all going good for them. So Sector 2 at 104.420, a little bit slower than what we've seen so far, but that should be easy. Just get a lap up, get over and done with it, and move on, so we can get into Q2, so we can get ready with the fireworks. So you can definitely see it's almost like he's not using all his ERS because he's still got his overtake button is almost done. So let's see where this puts in the 129.0. That's good enough for 11th at the moment. Well done. Low popping back into the pits, and there we go. So that's qualifying one done. Everyone going safely through, no one having any major incidents, so well done to everyone. So just before we start Q2 and we wait for the drivers to ready up, your drivers championship at the moment, we've got Tormund Kills on 117 points leading the pack, Red Fury with 11 points just behind him in McLaren. 6 points behind him is 0 to Cool in the Alpha Tauri. Silent Knight, who's not here tonight, is in a Mercedes on 83. Then we've got the other Red Bull of Super D in 69, Maxstar on 62, Chucky on 50. So it's very congested, really, from 4th to, I would say, 7th, and then a very close battle between the top 3. On the drivers, on the constructor side at the moment, with halfway through the season, we've got Red Bull Racing on top with 184, just under 20 points ahead of the Ferrari team on 167. Then the Racing Point very close to them on 163, Alpha Tauri on 150, McLaren on 120, and with Red Fury's form at the moment, you can expect that McLaren to catch up with the Ferrari and Racing Point, and also the Alpha Tauri, a very good presence shown by them in the past couple of races. Then just below the McLaren guys, the Mercedes guys on 119, Alfa Romeo on 43, and Haas F1 team on 34. So it's all to play for with 11 races still to go. There will be a break during December, the Christmas and holidays, so we should finish up this season in January next year. So Q2 started 15 minutes in the session. And we'll see this, obviously, whatever you start, whatever fastest lap you set on in the session, that will be the tire that you start the race on. So it looks like a one-stopper. If the weather plays along, everything's still clear and hunky-dory here in Silverstone. It should be nice and clear. Hopefully, if Q2 is clear, Q3 will definitely be clear. Not sure about the race. But a couple of guys going for the softs, and there's also a couple of guys on the mediums. Definitely a one-stopper this evening. I don't expect the guys to stop more than that. If it is a dry race, lots of overtaking opportunities in the session, especially on this track as well. Yes, following is not the easiest thing to do, but there is overtaking opportunities. Definitely down the hanger straight into Stowe. Then you've got also overtaking opportunity as you get to Brooklands, and then obviously Cops as well. So just after Cops, maybe just before you get into Maggots and Beckett's. But let's see if that's going to be the hot spots tonight. So I would say probably for me, I definitely think the hot spots will be into Chapel, most definitely into Brooklands. And then we might just see a couple of guys going through on the hammer straight going into the inside line into Stowe. So let's have a look. Everyone seems to be going up. Super D is currently on track. He's on the soft, so he's made the full. He's going to go start on the soft. Ron on the mediums. Max on the mediums. Very interesting. Low is sitting on the fifth man. Red Fury also going for the mediums. Chucky, Esotronic, Sean on the mediums. Wes on mediums as well. So a nice mix-up. So let's see what everyone gets up to. So let's follow D around. He's on an out lap at the moment. So we'll have a look at Ron a bit. So Ron, obviously Ron and Sean is the Tronic ZA, part of our commentary team on Wednesday nights for Tier 1. So we slightly changed things around. Tier 2 got upgraded to Tier 1. So well done to them. And then Tier 3 also obviously got upgraded to Tier 2. So there's only Monday night and Wednesday night racing here with us. The rest of the week is practice and taking it a bit easy. So that's good news for us. And yeah, so a couple of new guys into Tier 1 this evening. Obviously not being able to make it due to work responsibilities, but we've got a new driver joining us, Saki Biana. Hopefully he can join us next week when we are in Hungary. Not sure that's the track that you want to join, but yeah. So Ron getting out of the way there. I think if someone is getting out of the way of Super D, I think there we go. So Super D on the softs here. He's in sector 1 at the moment in the Red Bull. It's a nice helmet there, shown there by D. Maybe need to have a chat to him. It doesn't match his car, but yeah, he's out on a flyer on the softs. So as the first times come through, a 126.6 by Fiabretta on the softs, 127.1 by Wezo on the medium. So the start coming in. Remember, we will lose 4 drivers in the session. Yep, so that will take us through to 10 drivers for the pole position shootout in Q3. So Top Dog still in the pits. Super D, let's have a look. He's in sector 2 at the moment. So the car in front of him, purple sector 2. I don't think that will interfere with him. As he's going into Stowe here, I think he should be all good before he gets to Vale and Club. Yeah, pop into the pits there, the McLaren. I think that's Sean is a Tronic. A little bit wide there, didn't touch the apex, but yeah, you just want to get a lap in here. Or car looks very nicely balanced. Yeah, and he goes fastest with a 125.9. That's a really good time by Super D. So that's a provisional first in this session, a 125.954. Pierre Bertha 126.6. Wezo 127.1. Top Dog still in the pits. Ron, he's out on a lap. He is in sector 2 at the moment in a Ferrari. His teammate Top Dog also on the mediums. He's still next to second time. He's currently in the pits. So let's follow Ron around. And Ron sticking to the Ferrari legend, the Michael Schumacher helmet looks to be. So let's see what Ron can get up to. He's on the mediums, so you expect him to be a little bit slower. So if you need to this, the softest, obviously the faster compound tire, medium slightly slower than the softs. I think it's a 0.5 of a second, 0.5 of a second between the medium and the hards. So hards, definitely the harder compound for this race. I don't expect anyone to go into the hards. It seems like a one-stop of soft mediums. Expect some safety cars maybe, although there is a lot of runoff. And as I said, Ron goes fifth on a 127.8. Red Fury didn't have the best of laps on a 150.6, but he is currently in sector 2. Probably just the first lap for him. He is on the mediums. So at the moment, no real surprises. The softs outperforming the mediums at the moment. The top 3 on the softs, and then your 4, 5, and 6 on the mediums. But let's see if Red Fury has anything to say about that. Here we go, here Bertha just strengthened his time there, 126.086 on the soft, 0 to cool, 126.112, currently provisional third. Torman Kills in fourth, Chucky in fifth now, Wes in seventh, and let's see where this puts Red Fury. 127.650. That's good enough for 7th. I think the cutoff most probably be a 126, 127.5 in this session. So Top Dog is out on the mediums at the moment. Maxstar in the Racing Point, he's also out on mediums nicely. Getting out of the way there by the Red Bull team. So Chucky or Low is also on an outlap on the soft, so is Citronic ZA. So is Aiden Nason on the mediums. And Tight is still sitting in the pits. But let's see. Dean McMahon, Maxstar, what can you get up to on in the Racing Point? Oh dear, and that was very close. Not sure who that was, but that definitely messed up his lap. It looks like it Low in half got in the way there, so I could see some trouble for that. Not sure how that messed up Maxstar's lap, but he did put himself up into pit on a 126.4 on the mediums. That's a really good time by him. Right, so Top Dog currently out on the lap. He's just gone purple in Sector 1. He is on the mediums, wow. So let's see what he can get up to in Sector 2. Not sure about engine mode, not sure about fuel loads, but the times are good. The 125.9, that's a really good time for Q2. You also don't want to take up too much out of your tyres. And bearing in mind that you have to start these tyres or with these tyres on the race, unless it is a late race. If it is a wet race and these are wet setups, this is really good lap times for the guys for wet setups. But let's have a look if it's going to be mixed conditions or not. So sector 2, 102.9, that's also a purple sector for him, if we can trust Codemaster. So let's have a look as it comes through and see where this will put Top Dog, but the car looks really hooked up. Very plain and simple helmet by him, the white. It's actually very nice there with the Ferrari. It gives you that Sebastian Vettel look. So what does it do at 126.7? Yeah, that's good enough for 6 at the moment. Guys, in a drop zone at the moment, we've got a Low on a 127.8. We've got Ron on a 127.894. Sean on a 129.4, just finishing his lap now. He's got enough time for another run, and then obviously Titus, he's on an outlap. So that is your people in trouble not making it through to Q3. I would say safely through. Super D, Geerberta, Zero to Cool, Tormund Kills, really Top Dog, Chucky, Wezo, and Red Fury. I think maybe Aiden Nason Low, depending on what Ron can do. We know Titus can get very fast, so he's in Sector 1 at the moment, so let's put him around. Sean in Sector 2, he's invalidated that lap, so he's probably going to have another go at it. Although the fuel light's on, he might just go into the pits, get a set of new boots on, have another go at it. Titus is in Sector 1. Ron is also on he's on an outlap at the moment, so we'll pop in with Ron just now. Let's see what Titus, so he's currently in a drop zone. For him to get through, he needs to beat to 127.659. Very close between Aiden Nason and Red Fury there. Definitely not a good lap there by Red Fury, 127.6 on the softs. He's not going out again, not sure why he's not. Because Zero to Cool at 126.1 at the moment. So let's see. Ron outlap, Titus in the pits. So Sean ducking into the pits, he might just have enough time to go through on another flyer. Ron, he is out on the track, so he needs literally 2 seconds off his lap. So let's follow him around and see when he starts sector 1. There we go. So as he crosses the line, let's see if he can make some time up. He's got 3 sectors to make up 2 seconds. Let's see if Ron can drop into 10th and drop down Aiden Mason or even Red Fury, which will definitely be an upset after Red Fury's win last week in Austria. As I said, a 0 to Cool goes fastest on a 1:25.539. Very good lap there by him. 4 tenths up for Ron. So he's got another 1.6 seconds to find during the lap. So let's see if he can. So currently 0 to Cool in provisional pole. Super D, Fairberg, Performance Tools, Maxstar, Top Dog, and Chucky. But let's keep our eyes on Ron here. He's got just 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. He's still got time, maybe for a cool down lap and then another go at it. If he's lucky, nicely through Mackets and Beckett's. Oh, is he going to get up? Yeah. Oh, loses it completely there. So back out of it, try to build up some areas again and have another go at it. But he definitely was looking at a solid lap. So Red Fury takes a breather there. Aiden Nason, just want to see, he did another lap there. He got himself into 8th position, which is great for him. So he's pretty safe and secure now. Where's the amount? Red Fury on the drop down, and he is on an out lap, so he's decided to go again. Not feeling too safe. Low is currently on track. He needs probably half a tenth to maybe get himself through, depending on what Ron will do. So let's follow Low around in sector 1. He's a 10th up. Good job by him. So let's see if he can make up another 4 tenths. Somewhere, ooh, touches the grass there. Don't think that's going to help him much. So Low in sector 2 at the moment. Esotronic also out. Ron has decided that's it for him, so he's been eliminated. Red Fury is also an out lap, so let's have a look at Low's sector 2 time. Oh, that is basically almost a tenth down, so he lost 2 tenths in sector 2. Yeah, he's backed out of it. He's probably trying to save some ERS, maybe have another go. He's got 30 seconds left to get another lap in. No, he's getting out of the way nicely there. Red Fury on a lap, he's in sector 1. There's no need for him to push really at the moment. With Sean is on an out lap. He's not going to make it to the start finish line tight. It's not going through. Ron obviously in 12th, Low in 11th, so no real need for Red Fury to push here. He's safely in 10th and going through. So yeah, so we're just waiting for the guys to finish up. But the victims of Q2, Low in 11th, he just misses out by less than 2 tenths to Red Fury. You've got Ron, who missed out also just by 2 tenths to 10th to going through to Q3. Esotronic Sean in 13th, Titus by setting a lap at 14th. But it is 0 to Cool, Super D and Kia Bertha, names that we saw in Q1 as well, with Tormund Kills, Maxstar and Chucky. Red Fury obviously on, yeah, he's backed out of it. He's not gonna waste those tires. He knows he's through. So good job there by the McLaren guys, letting him back out. And we're looking forward to Q3, where we will have the top 10 shootouts. It's all for pole. And we'll see once the drivers ready up. Right, if you just joined us, welcome to race 12. It is tier 2, the old tier 3. We are at Silverstone, the home of motorsport. 10 people for the shootout here. Top Dog, Super D, Max Star, Rick Fury, Chucky, Wezo, Zero to Cool, Aiden Nason, Geer, Bertan, Torman, Kills. So a good showing here by the Red Bull team, both Red Bull drivers through. We've got both Alpha Tauris through as well. Only one Mercedes in the session, one Renault in the session, and one Haas in the session. So and also one Racing Point. So yeah, and one Ferrari. So it's all to play for. This is for pole position. So everyone will go to max engine modes, push that magic button, get on with it, and see how quickly they can go around Silverstone. 125. We were in the 125s earlier, the high 25s in Q2. I expect that to drop a lot in Q3. So let's see how close the guys can get to the 125.2s, which will be a really good lap time here. So Red Fury obviously not showing his hand in Q2. A bit congested at the moment here as everyone readies up. It looks like Super D is going to be first over the line. I'm not sure. Let's just have a look. Right, so he's on an outlap. Max, everyone out on him. There we go. So we've got Chucky and Wezo at the moment. So Zero to Cool. So let's have a look at them. Chucky 127.1. 126.9 by Zero to Cool. Wezo's first sector we didn't obviously catch. Let's see if that's going to be a 127.2. So that's very close between him and Chucky. Obviously Zero to Cool leading that sector. So everyone going for the softer option now. This is for bragging rights. This is for pole position to give you that first opportunity into the first corner. Start on the cleaner side of the track, I would say. So Zero to Cool in sector 2 now, 102.078. Let's see what Chucky can get up to, 102.7. Ooh, and Wezo getting out of the way nicely there. So let's see what Chucky can get up to. He does a 126.493. 125.3 by Zero to Cool. Wow, that is a really good lap by Zero to Cool. I was expecting the 125.2, 125.3 range. Chucky goes third at a 126.4. He's been pipped now by Red Fury at 126.3. So Super D currently in sector 2. That's a very good sector 2 time of 102.1. So let's see where this will get the Red Bull currently. It is Alpha Tauri on top with Ferrari, and second row is the Renault, followed by the other Alpha Tauri of Chucky. So let's see if he has something to say about that. He does a 125.609, puts that Red Bull up into second. A very good first run by him. You would expect the guys to come in quite soon, fit on a new set of boots and go out for a second run. Max Star currently in sector 1. Right, so everyone, Geer Berta 134.8, Aiden Ace on a 126.5. Max Star popping into the pits on his first run. He's got enough time left for a second run, maybe even a third. Put some fuel in, see what you can get out of Wezo. Is currently on an outlap in a Mercedes. He's the sole Mercedes showing tonight. Obviously silent night and not available tonight to race. So let's see if Wezo can do something for the Mercedes guys. Torman ducking into the pits there. So is Chucky. Aiden Nason, I think he's ramping up for, he's probably in low fuel mode. He's going into the pit surely. Berta, he's in sector 3 at the moment. 126.6, wow. Not bad by him. That gives him 8th position. So if he can find another 3/10s, that will literally take him up into 5th, which I think is a really good time. So he's got enough time to pop into the pits, put a new set of boots on, the same as what Max Star's doing. You can see the Red Bull being pushed in there. Wezo is starting sector 1, so let's go around with the Mercedes in Silverstone and see what he can get up to. Oh, and as he loses the car completely, I think that is, no, it's not retirement, but completely lost the car. Unfortunately, we were not on board with him, but definitely wing damage. He's going to have to come into the pits. He's going to cut it very short. There is just under 5 minutes left for him to get back to the pits. He lost it in the first part of the track, so he's got a very long lap ahead of him, trying to get to the pits, get new boots on, and then go out for it again. Max Star is leading the pits. He's followed by Aiden Nason, and I think it was Super D. Yeah. So after the first runs on the softs, everyone's got their first run in. Wezo obviously having a big moment into turn 1. Max Star not having the best of laps, so he decided to pit and put some new boots on. It is Zero to Cool and Alpha Tauri in front. Second is Super D in the Red Bull. Top Dog in the Ferrari in third. The other Red Bull of Torment Fields in fourth, and then Red Fury in the McLaren in fifth. So definitely expect a very competitive lap time here by Max Star, the same as Wes. We know that here Berta can go faster, so it's going to be interesting to see if anyone can challenge that 125.382 by Zero to Cool. So just over 3 minutes left. New tires, low fuel load. You probably have one lap around this track to set another time. So yes. So currently Max Star is on track. He's on an outlap. Wezo is leading the pits as we speak. Here, both are just ducked into the pits, and as we see there, it looks like Aiden Nason and Top Dog following each other closely through. Chucky retiring from the session. Not sure if he had an incident, but yeah, that's him done for the session. 126.492. I don't think that's safe. I think Aiden Nason here, both are Max Star and Wezo definitely can get through to that. So he might find himself in just over 3 minutes time left in 10th position. So Willem saying, Kappa dent on the how's it, Willem? Nice to have you here with us tonight. Hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday night in Tier 1. So Willem obviously is driving in Tier 1. He's also an Alpha Tauri. Teaming up with Pandejo too, which is Marco van der Merwe. And you can catch both of them in Silverstone on Wednesday night. So it's nice to have some Tier 2 drivers watching. So I really want to have a look at Max Star here. He is just getting out of the way. I think of the Alpha Tauri. There we go. He's going to start. He's just setting up his lap now. Just over 2 minutes left. He's got enough time. Wezo leaving it a bit late. Clear Burke already on track. He's on an outlap. Aiden Nason is also on an outlap. So let's have a look. So Zero is currently in sector 2. He's currently in provisional pole with a 125.3. 3/10s ahead, or 2/10s ahead of Red Fury. He wants to see if he can have something to say about that. Red Fury pipping Super D on his second run. Putting that McLaren into second position, dropping down D to third. Tormund Kills is a 10th up in Sector 2. He will probably have, I don't think he'll have enough LS left to do another lap. So this is the lap for him. So let's have a look. As he goes to the last corner onto the start-finish straight. A 1:25.687, much improved by him. That puts him just behind his teammates and so close between him and Super D. That puts him into 4th. So it's a second row lockout at the moment for the Red Bull guys, 3rd and 4th. Super D is 2 tenths, however, up in Sector 2. So let's follow him around. Let's see if he can improve in Sector 2. This will be his last lap as well. Oh, that's 4 tenths up, and it's purple sector for D in Sector 3. And 4 tenths will drop him into pole if he can have a really clean Sector 3. Going a little bit on the grass there, but I don't think that hurt him too much. So let's see if he can pip 0 to cool for pole position as he comes down on the start-finish straight. Is this going to be enough for pole? You bet it is. It's a 1:25.204. That's how it gets done. Good job there by Super D. 0 to cool. He is literally almost a tenth down in his time. Will this be pole for him? Oh, it's too close. A little bit down on his lap time. That's second for him. Red Fury. Tormund Kills. He's done for the session. Top dog. He is 300s up on his time. Is this going to improve for him? So let's see in Sector 2 what he can do in Sector 2, if he can have a really good one there. Chucky decided 7 is good enough. Pierre saying 8 is fine. Maxstar retiring from the station. Top dog currently in 5th position. He's in Sector 2. Is anyone going to beat that time of D? Oh, runs on the grass, and that's him for the session. So that's top dog done. Wezo in Sector 3. I don't think this is going to be enough for pole. No, it won't be. But let's see where this puts him up. Yep, that gives him 6th position. So, very good lap there by him. Top dog obviously out. But that's it. A brilliant lap there by Super D on his last run. A 1:25.204. Really good lap time there by him. Followed by 0 to cool, Red Fury, and then his teammate as well. So there we have confirmation. Super D racing Red Bull on pole, followed by the Alpha Tauri 0 to cool. Red Fury in 3rd. Second row filling up with Tormund Kills. Your 3rd row is Top Dog and Wezo in the Ferrari and Mercedes. Then you've got Aiden Nason and Chucky in row 4. Row 5, Geerberta on the Haas and Maxstar not setting a time in the racing point. Right, and as the drivers get themselves into the formation lap here. Here you want to get brakes and brake temperatures right. You want to get your tires nicely warmed up. So I just want to see who is. Alright. There we go. So we've got Super D and Zero to Cool both on the softs starting on the first row. Second row, Red Fury on the mediums. That's a really good place to start on the mediums. You've got Torment Kills on the softs in fourth. Your third row will be Top Dog on the mediums and Wezo on the mediums as well. Aiden Nason in row 4 on the mediums. Chucky followed by Chucky on the softs. And then row 5 is Kia Burt on the softs and then Max on the mediums. Everyone else outside of the top 10 could decide what tire they want to start on. So everyone going for the softs. It looks like it's clear skies here in Silverstone. Looks like it's going to be a clear race for tier 2. So don't expect any rain, don't expect any chaos, which is very strange here for Silverstone because that's a track that's normally known for lots of rain, torrential rain, in fact. So let's see. So looking at the championship standings here, this is race 12. We've got Torment Kills, which is the World Championship leader. He is currently in 4th on the grid. Then you've got Red Fury. He's got his challenger in 3rd position, just ahead of him. Zero to Cool, which is 3rd in the World Championship, is 2nd on the grid. And then you've got Silent Knight, who's not here tonight, and Super D, who's 5th. He secured himself a pole position, and he is literally 47 points behind the leader, which is not a lot with 11 races to go. Anything can happen. It's all about securing good points when you have the car underneath you, and it definitely looks like he's got the car underneath him as the guys slowly get up to the start-finish straight. And we just wait for everyone to get in there. Right, as we wait for Codemasters, everyone is readying up. We've got 2 lights, 3 lights, it is 4, and as we wait for the start to drop, it's lights out and away we go, and it looks like a really good start there by Zero to Cool. He looks like he's flipping on the inside and there is contact at the back, very tight between these guys into turn 2. As I come into turn 3, D's got the inside line. Yes, he definitely keeps up there. Very good start there by Top Dog. He put himself into 3rd, just behind Zero to Cool. You've got Red Fury dropping in position. He's now in 4th. Torment Kills in 5th. You've got Gia Buerta, very good start by him in 6th at the moment. You've got Chucky in 7th. Not a great start by him. Aiden Ace in 8th and Wezo in 9th. Right, so the 2 soft guys in front, let's see if they can pull a gap to the mediums. And it looks like Red Fury is very racy at the moment behind Top Dog in the Ferrari. He is on the medium tyres. Is he going to try to go on the inside? You do not want to overtake in Mackets and Beckers. I don't think that's the place to do it. You've got the straight coming up here just before Cops. So normally DRS will be enabled here. DRS not enabled here. Using obviously it's overtake. Oh, and there's a safety car out. Not sure what happened here. Can't see anyone really that's out. The Red Bull of Torment, not sure why he's at the back of the pack. But the safety car is out. It is definitely too early to change tyres. I can't see anyone retiring from this session. So Isitronic is in the pit lane. Not sure what's wrong with his car. Let's see if he's got a nose change coming up. His Ferrari crew also setting up there. I think that's the Top Dog. It looks like the tyres are hard for Isitronic. Top Dog in the pits. No? It's Ron in the pits. Apologies for that. He's also put the hards on. Yeah, so not sure why the safety car's out. I don't see any retirements as far. So as the guys are bunching up here, this is lap 3, safety car out. Not sure if that's a glitch from anything, but yeah, no retirements, no cars stuck on track unless there is a delay from Codemasters. But there is a safety car out way too early, I think, for the hards. You probably can get to the end on the hards, but the hards are definitely the slowest tyre around. So we'll see D currently in front. He's followed by Zero to Cool in second. We've got Top Dog, I think, in third. There we go, yes. We've got, oh, Red Fury, we don't know what's going on. Oh, good grief, there was a collision there. So I'm not sure what's going on here behind the safety car, but 3 cars spinning out here. Bertha, one of them, no damage to his car. We've got a low also who made contact, I think, with someone. I just want to see if there's any damage to the horse. Doesn't look like it. Everyone seems to be staying out, no one coming into the pits. Maxstar and Titus just catching up with the safety car queue here. Maxstar fitting the hards, you've got Esotronic on the hards, you've got Ron on the hards, and then everyone else not fitting at the moment. So it's only Sean, Esotronic, Ron, Titus and Maxstar fitting for the hards. So position changes, Low finding himself in second, but I'm pretty sure there was an incident under the safety car, which will be investigated after the race. Super D currently in first. You've got Zero to Cool in third. He dropped a place, 3 places down for Aiden Mason, or 3 places up for Aiden Mason. The biggest losers at the moment looks to be Red Fury, 6 positions down. You also got Maxstar 4 positions down. Right, so safety car should be in at the end of this lap. It is lap 3. We're going to start lap 4 now. I think it will be in on the next lap, on lap 4, and the guys will get racing again. This definitely eases the pain of thinking of a 2-stop strategy. This definitely going to be a 1-stop. If you look after your tyres under the 3 laps of a safety car, I would expect the guys to come in around about lap 14, or sorry, lap 12, 13, thereabouts. Fit the mediums and get through on mediums very easily. As race control gets back to us, they say safety car in this lap. We guys are weaving all over the place trying to get their tyres nice and warm. So guys out of position at the moment, definitely Low in second, and if he can have a really good start, he might just give a scare there to Super D. And it might just play in Super D's favour if he can keep Zero to Cool a little bit behind him. Aiden Mason currently in fourth, Wezo in fifth. So let's focus on our race leader, Super D, as the safety car pops in. It is back to racing again as we start lap 4. Super D making a break for it, definitely leaving Low behind, catching him a little bit of sleep there. Zero to Cool now behind Low. We've got Aiden Mason, yeah, field nicely spread out. Oh, Red Fury and Chucky getting on each other here. So Red Fury on the mediums, Chucky on the softs. So Red Fury, he's going to have DRS most probably on the next lap. But he wants to stick as close as possible to this Alpha Tauri. He is on a slower tyre, but it looks just like Chucky is just battling for pace at the moment. Definitely not tire temperatures. He is on the right side. Ooh, he just gets a little bit too quickly on the throttle there. Runs it a bit wide, but nicely recovered there by him. Not sure if he wants to have a look on the inside here. No, just decided pushes him into a mistake. Good job there by Red Fury. Chucky making the mistake there, feeling the pressure from McLaren behind him. So Red Fury goes up into 8th. Pierre Bertha currently in 10th. Chucky just looks like a sitting duck at the moment, and if Pierre Bertha can size him up here, maybe use a little bit of ERS overtake. Yeah, and the Haas goes through a virtual safety car. Not sure why. Looks like Max starts DNF. I'm not sure what happened to him, but the safety car is out. That looks like a Haas going into the pits. I'm not sure, no, apologies for that. But at the moment it is Super D in front, followed by 0-2 Cool in second. Yeah, Aiden Ace in third, Low in fourth, Rezo in fifth, Torment in sixth, followed by Top Dog with Fury, who's looking very racy. Gia Berta ninth and Electronic in 10th. So Chucky has gone into the pits. I think that's definitely, I think he had a nose replacement. Let's have a look. Yeah, definitely new nose for him. So he's gone into the pits. He's put on the mediums. So he's got it all to do from 13th with 21 laps. So exciting first 5 laps. Full safety car for us on lap 2, and then a virtual safety car on lap 5. But the virtual safety car is gone. We are racing again. It is Super D in front, 3 seconds ahead of 0-2 Cool, followed by Aiden Nason in third. Then you've got Low in fourth, you've got Wesley in fifth, Top Dog and Torment in sixth. So this is getting very congested. Torment just behind Wesley and Low. So he's looking very racy at the moment in the Red Bull. So he's on the softer compound tyre, Wes is on the medium. So Torment really needs to get past Wezo here, or else that will not pose good for him. Low battling a bit for pace here in front of Wezo, and you get the feeling it's just a matter of time until the DRS kicks in, and he can have that drag reduction system assisting him with the overtake. Torment catching them as well. Red Fury now joining this part in 7th. Top Dog joining it as well. So is Gia Bertha. So this is exciting, all the way from 4th to 9th. And you get the sense that Low, although he's broken away slightly from Wezo there. Yeah, he's now 1.1 seconds and Torment kills. Looking very racy behind Wezo, but once again he needs to get past him. He is on the faster tyre. DRS will be enabled at the end of this lap. Obviously, well, let's just see. It might just be enabled already. Ooh, Low running extremely wide there. Wes is also following him. DRS is enabled. So Torment gets on the gas here. Is he going to have a look? Which side is he going? He's going on the outside. Is he going to make this stick? Yes, he does. He goes around the outside of Low. So in the space of 2 corners, Low running wide and losing 2 positions to Wes and to Torment. So Wes up into 3rd, Torment up into 5th. Red Fury now also having a look at Low here while he's battling. So is Top Dog. So is Gia Bertha. So this is all to play for, really. So if we look at the leaders at the moment, Super D, a nice comfortable lead of 3.5 seconds over 0-2 Cool. Aiden Nason in 3rd, he's another 3 seconds behind. Then Wezo 3 seconds behind. And then it's this battle of Torment, Low, Red Fury, Top Dog, Gia Bertha, who's all in this fight together. So Red Fury wants to go on the inside. Is he going to make this stick? He goes on the inside of Low. Yes, he does get it done. So Low dropping another place now. Ooh, and Top Dog goes around the outside. So he's lost now almost 5 positions in the space of 1 lap. So his teammate now behind him, he's going to come up behind him very soon. The Top Dog is through. Red Fury is through. So some good racing here by the guys. Red Fury looking very racy. Torment 0.7 of a second behind. He gets DRS assistance behind Wes. He just don't have enough. He wasn't close enough. Runs a little bit wide there and does get a time penalty for that. Chuck, not as bad on time penalties as I've seen other trucks, but definitely getting a time penalty there, and he is stuck behind Wes. They are catching, however, Aiden Nason at the moment. Fiabretta got past his teammate, low now all the way in 9th. So Fiabretta now in 8th position. He's changing after this train of cars. You've got Top Dog, Red Fury, and Torment Kills, and Wes. So Fiabretta having a really one here. So Saki Bena saying, let's go Wes and my Ferrari teammate at DRS. Yeah, hopefully both of your teammates are doing well tonight. Saki, so hopefully you can join us next week. But at the moment, it is Super D leading by just under 4 seconds. So he's opened up that gap nicely. He is on the soft, 7 lap all soft now, 0 to cool on the soft. He is 4 seconds ahead of Aiden Nason. That gap between Wezo and Aiden Nason slowly coming down. We started on 3.4 seconds, now down to 2.5. And then Torment, yeah, he is on a charge at the moment. He's looking at Wes. Runs wide, runs wide, loses, and he just loses the car completely. That's going to put him all the way down into 9th, 10th. As he gets the car back together, he just got a little bit too quickly on the throttle there, lost it out of the corner. He was so close to Wes, probably dirty air. But that's opened up now. Red Fury now gaining position. Scared Bit up into 7th. Top Dog up into 6th. And a mistake there by Zero to Cool. Gap now almost 5 seconds between him and D. Aiden Nason and 4th Wezo chasing after Aiden Nason now. Red Fury. So further down the field, we've got Titus in 13th. He's chasing after Chucky at the moment. Chucky not having the best of races. I mean, in terms of stops, Chucky has stopped once already, and he is probably on the. Oh, he stopped. Yeah, so he's got the mediums on. Titus on the softs. Sean pitted early for the hards. He's in 11th. He's sitting pretty. Foreman Clues after that big mistake. He's now 4 seconds adrift of Ron in 9th, so he is in 10th. One scoring point. Low, keeping it nicely together in 8th on 8th lap of softs. Here, Bertha on 7th, so 2 hard stars, so we good jobs tonight. Top Dog in 6th position. So Red Fury catching up here with Wes. He's got DRS assistance. So another 16 laps left to go. We expect the guys on the stop to probably be in around about lap 13. Pardon me. Maybe even lap 12. But it is the Red Bull of Super D leading the way, followed by the Alpha Tauri 0 to cool. Aiden Nason in the Renault in 3rd. Wezo in the Mercedes in 4th. Red Fury in 5th. Chasing after the Mercedes. Ooh, running a little bit wide there. Top Dog now catching up with this field nicely, so he's in the Ferrari. He's sitting pretty at the moment on the mediums. He can probably go to lap 18, 17, pick on those softs, and he will be on very fast tires at the end of the race. So he's sitting pretty at the moment. Here, Bert on 7th, losing a little bit of time to Top Dog. Just under 4 seconds now behind him, low 4 seconds behind him. But we've seen a lot of guys picking up penalties, so penalties might play a vital role here tonight. But the closest battle on track at the moment for us to focus on is Red Fury and Wezo. Also Top Dog now, they're getting very close. He's also in DRS of the McLaren. Right, it looks like Zero's coming into the pits. He was on the soft, so he's pitting early. He's going to try to do the undercut here, I think. He goes in, puts on a set of mediums, yes. So let's have a look at Zero. He was about 5.5 seconds behind D. So let's see if he can do the undercut. Is D going to follow what Zero Cool has done now? It moves Aiden Nason up into second. He's also sitting pretty on the mediums. Wezo on the mediums as well. Red Fury, ooh, this is going to get close. They try to, ooh, don't go on the inside, that's a bit opportunistic. You really want to have a look, try to undercut him here. Nice tight line there by Wezo in the Mercedes. But these two looking extremely racy. Ooh, you do not want to do this here, do you? Oh, that was close. I'm not sure if... Oh, Wezo undercuts him. Brilliant stuff there by Wes. Is he in front? Yes, he is. Oh, and Red Fury spun out. I did not see that because I wasn't on board with him. But losing the McLaren, that's a complete nose gone. That car looks horrid. Definitely sure there's some floor damage. He's going to battle to get back to the pits now. Low has gone fast. Pierre Buertas also jumped into the pits. He's put on the medium, so he's going to try to do the undercut as well. Aiden Nason in a second. So the virtual safety car is out. This is the right time to pit. Not sure if Pierre Buertas caught that virtual safety car during his pit stop, but that's going to do him a world of good. Super D pitting under the virtual safety car. Good call there by the Red Bull guys. So he's jumped into the pits. So let's see. So Aiden Nason hasn't pitted. Wes hasn't pitted. Top Dog has not pitted. Super D comes out. He's in front of Zero to Cool. So the undercut didn't work so nice. And I think a lot of help there from the virtual safety car to get a Super D in front of Zero to Cool. So we are racing again. It is Aiden Nason leading on the mediums. He still needs to stop again. Wezo also needs to stop on, he is on the mediums. Top Dog also on the mediums. He also needs to stop. He's currently in third. Ron finding himself in fourth. He doesn't need to stop again. He is on the hards. How pretty is he sitting in the Ferrari? Super D now behind him. He has pitted for the mediums. He doesn't need to stop again. Zero to Cool the same there. Although Zero to Cool with a virtual safety car, he was 5 seconds behind before the pit stop and is now just a second behind. So a lot of time gained there by Zero to Cool. Esotronic Sean, he has pitted as well, sitting pretty on the hards in 7th. And Low is sitting in 8th. He's also stopped. He's put on the mediums. Chucky also stopped. The biggest loser here after the pit stop round, I would say, is here, Bertha. He's currently in 10th. He was ahead of his teammate. Yeah, ended up in 10th. So Super D going, ooh, Zero to Cool and Super D getting very close to each other here. Zero to Cool looking very racy on these brand new setups. It didn't look so comfortable on the softs though. But let's see, he is definitely going to be in DRS range. Yeah, Top Dog obviously in front of these guys. He still needs to pit, the same as Wes, the same as Aiden Nason. So Super D coming now behind the Renault. He's going to go past. There we go. Yeah, they're not on the same race really. Zero to Cool. He's also gone. Ooh. Yeah, he's going fast as well. There we go. Oh, sorry, that was the Renault of Titus. Apologies for that. So Adam Ace is still leading. Wezo in second. Super D in third. Zero to Cool in fourth. Ron in sixth, sitting very pretty with his teammate, or with Sean in seventh. Both on the hards. Low in eighth. Here, Brits on ninth. So Super D now chasing after Wezo, he's 12 seconds behind Wes. So that's definitely within the pit stop window. And we'll keep on monitoring that gap, 12.2, 12.4 seconds. He's obviously got 0 to 2 looking very racy on his mediums behind him. Ron and Isitronic in 5th and 6th. Clear Butler made up a position now. He's up into 9th on the mediums. Right, welcome back, and it is lap 15 of 26. We expect these guys on the mediums to come in to pit the softs right about now, probably lap 14, 15, 16. We've got Aiden Nason, Wezo, that still needs to pit. They've done 14 laps on those mediums. They're the only people that still need to pit. We've got Ron and Esitronic sitting in 5th and 6th, who I don't have to pit again. They are on the hard tyres. Ron's sitting extremely pretty there on the hards. You've got Low also on the mediums. We've got Fiat on the mediums. So everyone basically has stopped except for the two in the front, Aiden Nason and Liz. So Super D currently in 3rd. Zero to Cool keeping him for company and keeping him very honest. So in essence, a net 1st position for Super D, followed by Zero to Cool after the pit stop. I'm pretty sure that Ron will pop into 3rd. But let's have a look at that. He's having a really good race, and how magic will that be to have Ron up on the podium and into the pump stops tonight. So that'll be really great. Aiden into the pit serves a time penalty, which is sometimes a better thing to do than to get it after the race, because now you know what you're chasing. He goes out on a brand new pair of softs, so he's going to be extremely racy. Let's just see if Ron will come through. Yeah, so Ron has gone through into 4th. Aiden Nason comes out low. Low just behind Aiden Nason, getting hold up a little bit there by Titus. Kia Berton now behind his teammate Low as well. Let's see if team orders come into play here. Kia Berton is currently in 7th. 6 is up to grabs here for him. I'm pretty sure he can really get very close to Aiden Nason. But Aiden Nason, yes, has pitted. He's on the stop. We're just waiting for Wes to pop into the pits. If we look at next times, he will probably come out ahead of Ron. So Wezo will come out in 3rd on a brand new set of soft, and will be chasing after Zero to Cool and Super D. So he's in the next 3rd. Let's have a look at that and see if he does come out in 3rd. So we're going to have a look at D. He's going to come through the last part of the track now. Yeah, he goes on to start finish straight. Goes past Wes. Wes goes into the pits now. Zero to Cool also coming fast. Next guy to look at is Ron. Ron comes through. Is he going to make this? This is going to be very tight. Wes is still in the pits. Ron on the start finish straight. Yeah, Ron goes through into 3rd. Now, the trick is he going to be able to keep that brand new soft behind him? Obviously, Wezo going to be extremely racy on those softs. He comes out just behind Aiden Nathan, 4 seconds behind him. Fia Buerta now behind his teammates, still low. I hope team orders in place here, let the faster guy go through. But let's see, the chance of them catching Weza on the slots, I think, yeah, it's basically done. So, but a good showing here by the Haas team, 67th. But after all the pit stops is done, everyone has gone in for boots. It's Super D in front. After a safety car on lap 2, a virtual safety car, 2 of them, I think it was on lap 5 and on lap 11. It's Super D leading 0 to cool. Ron in third. That gap between him and Aiden Nason is now 4.5 seconds. So we'll keep on monitoring that. Wes is 5 seconds behind Aiden Nason. And then you've got Low and you've got Buerta. Is he gonna pass him here? Oh yes, he does. What a good move there by the two Haas guys, not getting in each other's ways. So here Buerta up into 6th position. He's chasing after that cheer of Aiden Mason and Wes. So let's see if Ron styles how that will end up lasting. He's got another 8 laps to go on those Haas. And that Haas is 15 laps old already. It's the Tronic Sean now, all the way in 11. Günther Steiner scratching his head there with his two Haas guys, getting a little bit too close to each other for comfort. But let's see if Karel can break away from a run here. Still sitting pretty 0 to cool, making up some time here on D, 2.8 seconds now behind Super D. Ron in a net 3rd position off his pit stop, but my word, Aiden Nason is catching him very fast. Aiden Nason are 1.9 seconds behind Ron, and this is for a podium position, so everyone has pitted. If you are tuning in and you're seeing Ron in 3rd, you're alright. He will be battling for a position, so we'll keep an eye on that. Wezo not catching them as quickly as I thought they would, but Aiden Nason really looking racy at this part of the race. We expect this to be a very easy overtake, really. 0 to cool sitting the fastest lap at 1:28.641. 2 lap old softs versus 15 lap old hards. You expect the Renault to get through very quickly. And Aiden Nason is the fastest lap at 1:28.5, so you can already see the stop fires kicking in for everyone. Gonna get DRS down the straight. Yeah, it goes on the outside, on the inside. Loose Ron knows that battle. He's not gonna be able to fight, unfortunately. He's got Wezo behind him at 6 seconds. I'm not sure about the penalty situation, but let's have a look at Aiden Nason and see if there's any surprises waiting for us. So Aiden Nason did serve his time penalty. I think he's probably got another 5-second penalty, which I'm not sure whether he served. Ron has had a couple of penalties, so it's all good in love and war. So no surprises there between 3rd and 4th. Wes catching Ron slightly enough, down to 5.4 seconds. He was at a stage 5.9. Pierre Buerta, 11 seconds behind Wes. He's not broken away completely from his teammate. His teammate 1.2 seconds behind him. You've got Top Dog in 8th position. Red Fury after that big spin of his, he is on the hards. 6 lap old hards. He's in 10th. I'm not sure what happened there. So he's chasing after Torment. Right, just lap 21, just 5 laps left to go. Super D still leading the way. 0 to 2, catching up nicely, 1.9 seconds. 1.7 seconds now behind D. And catching him all the way. Aiden Nason in third. He's got Ron 4 seconds adrift of him. Wezo caught up nicely. He's now 1.8 seconds. So he's chasing after fourth. Gia Bertha 12 seconds behind. Low keeping up nicely with his teammate. In 7th, Top Dog in 6th. Torment Kills in 7th. Red Fury now behind Torment. Torment, our World Championship leader. And obviously it's a battle between him and Red Fury, as well as 0 to Cool. So at the moment 0 to Cool going to make up some points here with Red Fury in 10th and Torment in 9th. So this is all battling for the championship. You do not want to lose too many points on a bad race. So it's going to get heavy between these two. As we goes into Max and Beckett. This McLaren just really looks hooked up. You can see the Red Bull trying to find space everywhere. DRS enabled, just a little bit too far back. But putting the pressure where it is. So Pullman batting at the moment for traction. So let's follow them around. And there we go, Wezo seems to have gone fast. Ron, yes, on the outside. So a good drive there by Wezo. He's put his Mercedes up into 4th. Ron now in 5th, a very comfortable 5th. He's got Gia Bertha behind him. There is another 4 laps left, 11 seconds. Almost 3 seconds a lap. But Bertha needs to catch Skitzer on Ron. So I don't think it's going to happen. So Ron, a very good fit. Gia Bertha on 6th. Teammate sticking nicely with him low. Top Dog. And then we've got this battle here of Torment versus Red Fury. And this is World Championship number 1 and number 2 battling it out in 9th and 10th. And who would have thought when we started Silverstone tonight that these two will be battling for the last point scoring positions. So Red Fury on the hards, Torment on the mediums. You'd expect the mediums to have a little bit more grip still at this stage. That medium shouldn't be worn yet. But once again, this McLaren, I'm not sure of the 2 incidents that happened to Red Fury here, but he really just looks racy. This McLaren just looks hooked up. The car looks a bit more stable, a bit more set up. Ooh, that was opportunistic. That was opportunistic into that turn. He probably should have just waited a little bit. But he's got time to recover. No damage seems to be, but a little bit opportunistic into that corner. I think you're always drifting out of that corner with the camber of the corner. So yeah, a very tight one there. Sean Isitronic ZA currently in 11th position. He picked it very early for the Hearts. Very good 11th for him. Chucky, disappointing 12th for him. I'm not sure if he's waiting for anything to happen in front of him. A virtual safety or a safety car can do really anything, although there is just 3 laps left, so the race will finish under the safety car. Top Dog and Low now getting very close to each other. Yep. So Top Dog almost in DRS range here, and Low sticking with his teammate Gia Bertha. That gap between Ron and Gia Bertha has now gone down to 10 seconds, but yeah, a little bit too much to do, a little bit too late. If we focus on the top guys, it is still 0 to Cool. He's catching up nicely here with D. 1.5 seconds, and he's catching him lap by lap, so he's got 2 laps left. They're trying to catch the Red Bull and get past him. The Top Dog now chasing after Low. And yeah, this is 18 sports, so if he can keep Top Dog a little bit longer behind him, will just make his job a little bit more difficult trying to catch Lowe's teammate here, Berta, in the other half, who's also not safe at the moment. There's 2 laps left. They're going to cross the line now, and this is lap 25 then of 26. So there will be 2 laps left when they cross the finish line. Yeah, but I think it's just a matter of time before Top Dog is going to get past the horse here of Low Q. So let's have a look. So Zero to Cool now within DRS range of Super D, and he's really left his tyres out there. So he's got his tyres a little bit older than D's. 13 laps old versus 12 laps old, but he's really been pushing it hard to get on top of him, and the Alpha Tauri just looks very racy at this stage. So this is for a straight fight. Super D currently in 5th in the World Championship, and Zero to Cool obviously in 3rd. So Zero to Cool can have a win here tonight and take some points away from Torman, which is currently in 9th and Red Fuel is in 10th. It's going to heat up things very nicely. In fact, he will be leading the World Championship going into Hungary next week. So it's all to play for. So Top Dog has got past a low. He's now chasing after Thea Berta. Tiger's getting nicely out of the way there. So the Alpha Tauri, this is the final lap, so he's got a couple of corners. I'm not sure if penalties will play a role here, and we will see what Codemaster does after that. But in essence, just a couple of corners left, 1 DRS zone left for Zero, and he is still within DRS range of Super D. Both passing a little bit for grip, these hards, or these mediums now 13, 14 lap old. Oh, and pushing a little bit too hard. You do not want to lose second here. He's got plenty of time between him and Aiden Nathan, but that's surely the win for D. Pushing just a little bit too hard there from Zero. And 19 seconds between him and Aiden Nathan. And that's surely going to drop down a little bit. But Super D, he's going to come through in the Red Bull. This is a win for D. A brilliant drive by the Red Bull guys, and he crosses the line in first. My race engineer for tier 2 or for tier 1, brilliant job, young man. Super D in second, Zero to Cool coming through in third. What a drive by a Super D, Dominic. We're just waiting for Aiden Nathan to come through, see if time penalties play a role. Aiden Nathan comes through in third. Next over the line will be Wes, and I tell you what a good drive here by Wezo. Had a really difficult first stint of the race, recovered really well, extremely fast on that soft late on the race, comes into fourth. And my driver of the day, Ron in fifth on the hards, 24 lap old hards, pitted really early. He gets nudged there by Top Dog and by Low. Wow. So Ron dropping down 2 positions to 7th, Berta in 8th, Torman kills in 9th, and Red Fury in 10th. So the 2 championship contenders, 9th and 10th. Just going to wait for Codemasters just to finish it up. Sean coming through in 11th, just outside of the points. Unlucky for him in the McLaren. Chucky, is he going to dive in on the inside? There's nothing to play for really. Yeah, Sean holds on to 11. Great job there, Sean, fending off Chucky there. And that's it for Silverstone. So I'm going to get the drivers in just now to have a chat with them. But let's just wait for the final result from Codemaster. Driver of the day, There we go, Ron as well. So I think Ron had a brilliant race. Time penalties maybe got a little bit of a better of him, but in essence, a really good race there. But Super D, don't take anything away from him. Hats off to the Red Bull driver, and superb driving by him. Huge pressure at the last stint of the race, kept it together, forced Zero to Cool into the mistake, and what a good race there for the Red Bull guys. So Red Bull on top, AlphaTauri in second, and a good job there by Eden Nason in third. It's nice to have him on the podium as well. Confirmation of your results for Tier 2. Super D followed by Zero to Cool. Eden Nason, your final podium position. Wezo for Top Dog. Low. Ron Geerberta in 8th. Tormund Kills in 9th. Red Fury in 10th. I am just going to get the drivers in quickly, and then we'll have a chat with them.
Yes. Avalanche, can you hear me?
Right, so I see the guys have popped into the comments box. So let's start with third, Eden Nason. Adrian, you're here? Okay, Adrian hasn't joined us yet. Zero to Cool, Hanku.
Avalanche, he just spoke. Zero to Cool?
Yeah, is he in?
Yeah, there's Adrian.
Hello. Yeah.
How's it, Hanku? There we go. And Adrian, you're in as well, eh?
Hi.
Hey?
Alright, let's start off with Adrian. Sure. Adrian, not a bad race for you, mate. Third position, not bad. Must be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy. It's freaking wet. It's 31 degrees about.
Yeah, look, it was a tight race. You guys had, I think, 3 virtual safety cars, 1 full safety car. But you kept it nice and clean tonight, Adrian. Well done in your third position, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you in Hungary next week.
Congratulations to Super D and Zero to Cool.
Brilliant. Thanks, Adrian.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
Right, Hanku, second, mate. Not bad. And that's popped you up on top of the World Championship table at the moment, young man. I'm not sure if you know that.
I don't, because I think Torment might have a bit more points than I expected.
Look, Torment finished, it was a very bad race for Torment and for Red Fury. They finished up in 9th and 10th. So you're currently sitting on 100 points, and with the win tonight, a full 125 then for you. And Torment will be sitting on 118, and Red Fury on 107. So, so going into Hungary, World Championship leader with 10 races to go. Nice.
Yeah, it gives us some room to breathe, but there's no stopping and practicing. We've got to get ready and stay on our feet. Like Super D had a very great performance.
Yeah, sorry to bug in. Yeah, it's not a couple of easy races coming up. I mean, Silverstone in itself, it's normally wet, so I think the guys were lucky tonight with dry. But Hungary, definitely not a place to overtake a lot. Then you've got Belgium coming up, which is also not famous for too many overtakes, especially through Eau Rouge. And then you've got Singapore coming up. So 3 tough tracks coming up for you guys, or 2 tough tracks coming up for you guys.
That's no problem. We just need more practicing on them, and then we'll ace them.
Brilliant. Any thoughts on what happened to your teammate? So Chucky obviously didn't have a bad qualifying and just had a horrible race. I'm not sure if you guys were in a chat party together. Any information on what went wrong with him tonight?
We were, and all I will say is let's have the stewards.
Alright, so that's going to be a busy night for the stewards. So I am one of the stewards, so I'm looking forward to getting some footage tonight. So yeah, expect my phone to go off quite vigorously very soon. But listen, thank you so much, Anku. Well done on your second place. Championship leader going into Hungary next week. And looking forward to seeing you next week then on Monday.
Thank you very much. I just want to say one last thing to Super D. I was checking the whole time if he has a penalty, so good clean race. Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, and he had no penalties at all.
Yeah, you kept me fucking honest, bro.
Language. This is a children-free channel. No, you're absolutely right.
I kept it clean.
You kept it clean. You obviously kept it clean in the race, and not so much in the chat. But I'll have a go at him again. But thanks, Anku. Dominique, you're obviously my race engineer for tier 1. Dude, very proud of you.
Thank you, Avalanche. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Man, what a race.
My pit crew pushed me hard. Also, Josh and Bob, I was going to give up on this track. I hate this track. And then they're like, no, come on. And they kept pushing me all week. And I got the consistency.
Yeah, I saw also your time trial time is very competitive. You're up there with the tier 1 guys. And obviously your qualifying time, 1:25.3, that is enormously quick. I mean, that is literally
1:25.2.
Oh, get over your 10. That's really good. I mean, that is, I can tell you what, that's probably going to be very close to the top 4 for tier 1 on Wednesday night. So a very good drive by you, good qualifying, good race, good pit stop strategy, no penalties, kept it clean, dude. Very proud of you. Well done.
Yeah, no, thank you, Avalanche. Yeah, it was a tough race. Like, 0 to pool really kept me honest. There was a couple of times where he came really close, got back into DRS, and I was worried for a while. But I knew he had penalties behind me, and my race engineers informed me, so I was trying not to exceed track limits and so on. But yeah, big thank you to my race engineers, also like Josh and Bob.
Yes, well done by Josh and Bob. I speak to them every now and again as well, so if they are listening to the channel, Josh and Bob, well done, mates. It's good that you guys are doing a good job. Just before we go, D, that obviously takes you from 69 all the way to 93, if my math are not that bad. It makes you jump Silent Night, so currently you're going to be 4th in the World Championship. And literally 30 points behind the leader, mate, with 10 races to go. It's all to play for.
Yeah, a lot of practice. I'm going to counter my engineers again and Torment to practice as we always do. And keep me honest and push for that lap times again. And
just before I also say cheers to you. Torment, any news on him? What happened to his race? He didn't have one of the best races.
He got knocked a lot. He got taken out a couple of times.
Okay,
yeah,
well that's why the stewards are there, so hopefully we'll get some justification from that and put the pain where it belongs. But in essence, mate, from my side, I think, and from the whole FTR management team, well done on your win. And personally from my side, good job, buddy. Well done, Bono. Well done, Bono.
I'm gonna hand the reins over to you now, Avalanche. You need to pull the same.
It depends on how good Bono is on Wednesday night. So it depends on how good Bono is. So well done, Bono. Well done, mate. Super D, well done. And looking forward to seeing you in Hungary. So if you guys want to catch Super D and his teammate Norman Kills, obviously 0 to 2 leading the World Championship going into Hungary, you can catch us next week on Monday for Hungary. Not the best track to overtake, but definitely exciting racing. D, thank you so much, and see you next week.
Thank you again. Thank you again.
It's an absolute pleasure, mate. Have a great evening.
See you Wednesday. Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely. Ciao, ciao. Right, thank you very much for everyone tuning in and joining us. Hope you had a good time like I did. Catch us on Wednesday night for Tier 1, and then next week we'll pop into Hungary. Thanks to everyone. Have a great evening. Ciao, ciao.